Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I first express my gratitude to the IDPP and the Nippon Foundation for inviting me to speak to you this morning. And thank you for your time and patience to listen to me. Firstly, I would like to declare that I'm not really a technical expert. There are many technical experts in this hall this morning, many of them manning the booths that are here. But what I would like to do is to share with you what we have done in utilizing technology and the internet to create a platform to enable people with disabilities, with different disabilities, to effectively work and participate in the global economy. Firstly, I should introduce our company, Geneshtim Innovative Learning, which has been in existence in its present form since 2008. We are a Singapore-registered company which is operating entirely on the cloud. All our programs, data, information and processes are sitting on 3 domains and also on 3 servers in Malaysia, Philippines and China. We have no office anywhere, not even in Singapore where we are registered as a company. I like to tell people that we are nowhere, but we are everywhere. Our staff working from where they are. I will shortly tell you where. This distributed system for delivery of services, I believe, is more robust, stable and reliable. We are operating 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, except in leap years when we work an extra day. We have been having almost no downtime. So where are our people? We currently have about 50 people permanently on our staff, of which 90% or 45 of them are people with different disabilities. They work from their home all over the Philippines, China, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, India, Pakistan, South Africa, Ghana, and as far as Jamaica. We can hire anyone from anywhere in the world as long as there is an internet connection where they are. Personally, I'm still carrying a Malaysian passport and my home is now in Melbourne, Australia, but I spend like less than 1/3 of my time there. Furthermore, in addition to this, we have 70 staff who are paid by the hour, and they are spread even further, including Europe, USA and Latin America. So what do? We are an online learning and support services business. Under e-learning languages, we have Epic Online, which is a one-on-one, face-to-face online English language coaching service. Our clients include universities and prominent multinational companies, and we have students from more than 10 countries. Mandarin eSpeak is the Mandarin Chinese version of this service, wherein all the Chinese language coaches are people with disabilities in China. With Speaky Online, we have a few autistic children who we help with enhancing their speech therapy program. eCornell is the e-learning arm of Cornell University of New York, wherein you can earn certificates from Cornell University through online learning. We represent eCornell in this part of the world. I am particularly happy to share with you that we have recently managed to have a number of these Cornell University certificates funded under the One Malaysia GRIP program. Any employee of any company in Malaysia may apply for these certificates. Able Online is our remote IT support service which started as our in-house IT department, serving our staff, coaches and students scattered across the globe. We have recently packaged this service for sale to corporate clients. With our more than a decade in working with various learning management systems, we decided 3 years ago to migrate to Moodle. We found that we could do this so well, and we have also recently started helping corporate clients to make this migration, including hosting and managing it for them. Our other services include iRead, where orthopedically disabled technicians remotely train visually impaired people halfway around the world and support them in their in their use of the screen reader and also in their work. We are the official global tech support service for NVDA. NVDA is the second largest and fastest growing screen reader in the world today. iWatch is a remote surveillance service which is relatively new. We have so far only one client, and we have had this client for more than a year. It is the Apex Harmony Dementia Center in Pasir Ris in Singapore, where we watch over 16 cameras from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. 7 days a week. We do this with people with disabilities from Vietnam, Cambodia, and the Philippines. iRoam is a service in development. We have proven that using smartphones and the internet, we can have orthopedically impaired staff in less developed countries remotely guide the blind move around in developed countries. I mentioned earlier that our clients include universities and prominent multinational companies. Here are some of them. They include companies like Asia Brown Boveri, Kaplan Institute in Singapore, or Asia Brown Boveri, we serve them in China mostly. Of course, the Ministry of Education in Malaysia, Jollibee in the Philippines, Asian Development Bank in the Philippines, Petron in the Philippines, AirAsia, McDonald's in Thailand, the Regent Hotel in Taiwan, Herbalife in South Korea, Taylor's University in Malaysia, Holiday Inn in Singapore, University for Peace in Costa Rica, Yum, the company that owns A&W, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. We help their executives in Korea, and the Talal Abu Ghazali University in Jordan. Here are some of the testimonials from them. This is from Dato Loy Teck Ngan, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Taylor's Education Group.
We find Epic Online a very good program. It is delivered professionally and the improvements for our students have been significant. We use Epic Online to augment the teaching that we provide at Taylor's University and Taylor's College.
And this other testimonial is from Hester Chew, the CEO of McDonald's Thailand.
Epic Online crafted specific content relevant to a dialogue that our managers in McDonald's could use with our customers in tourist designated areas. Example, Phuket, Pattaya, and Chiang Mai. The feedback evaluation from our customers has been good. Epic Online experience has averaged over 90%.
Next, we have a client testimonial for Moodle, and this is from Rose Fui, Assistant Manager for Logistics and Customer Service Center for DHL Supply Chain Management in Singapore. I quote, "My team has been working with Moodle for 2 years and struggling. We have since outsourced our internal training programs running on the Moodle LMS to Ganesh team. The team is responsive and we really appreciate this help." And ladies and gentlemen, all this work is done by people with disabilities. Next is a testimonial from the Chapman Consulting Group, and this is from Kirsty Yucke, their technology manager and associate director, who is based in Zurich in Switzerland. I quote, "The Chapman Consulting Group is a global search firm headquartered in Singapore with a team of more than 60 spread across major world locations in Asia Pacific, the Americas, and Europe, Middle East, Africa. Our ICT requirements are quite unique. Since February 2015, we have outsourced our ICT needs to Janashtim. Since then, apart from troubleshooting and general support, Janashtim has helped us migrate to the Microsoft Office 365 platform and update and migrate our rather extensive database to a new platform. In addition, they are managing our cloud-based collaborative platform, and they run Yammer. We have found the Janashtim service reliable, prompt, friendly, and professional. Their service is available 24/7, which is important for us as our team operates across multiple time zones. Ladies and gentlemen, we help this company implement Microsoft Office 365, but we don't use this in our company. And again, this is 100% performed by people with disabilities. So how do we do it? This certainly did not happen overnight. Over a number of years, we have partly evolved and partly forged what we like to call a virtual employment ecosystem. Fundamentally, it is a work from home or work from where you are model. Most of our staff work from the comfort, safety, convenience, and cost efficiency of their homes. There are a few who do not have a conducive environment at home, so they work in a center or an internet cafe nearby. This model is particularly enabling for people with disabilities, because most of the time they are not living in the major cities where there are an abundance of jobs. Also, in the less developed countries, commuting for the people with disabilities is particularly difficult, costly, and often dangerous. The next element of this virtual employment ecosystem is really what we are talking about today: technology and the internet. There is firstly the enabling or accessible technologies like screen readers and voice recognition software for those who cannot use any of their limbs. You will come across many more of such technologies in the expo here today, and I encourage you to spend a lot of time at the booths. Secondly, we use a wide range of collaborative software. And this is an evolving and growing list. At the digital storytelling session here last Sunday, organized by the IDPP, I've added a few actually, which are not on this slide. We have been using Google Hangout, Skype, WebEx, and Citrix GoToMeeting to deliver some of our programs. We use Viber, WhatsApp, and WeChat to not only communicate among ourselves, but also with our clients and students. And Facebook is where we communicate with our hourly paid staff. Yammer is our internal social media tool, and Moodle is where our content as well as many of our company processes sit. Also, our internal training programs are housed on Moodle. And we use a host of other programs like YouTube, CRM, Camtasia, Hubstaff, Dropbox, TinyCam, FreeMind for mind mapping, TeamViewer for remote control of PCs, and Workflowy. And like I said, this list just continues to grow and grow. But our virtual employment ecosystem is not just about working from home and ICT. It is as much about our work processes and corporate culture. Because of the way we operate, which is so unique, we need all our new colleagues to go through our internally designed virtual office training before they start work with us. Otherwise, they could get very, very lost. The other core competence that we have developed is our ability to craft work processes such that people with different disabilities can complement each other and work as a team. We also have our tribal system, where people from different departments have a group call every month with a structured agenda to share personal things and also to discuss their work. This is designed for better social interaction among our staff. Culture is a big thing in our organization, and it is one of the hardest things to nail down properly. So this is still very much a work in progress for us. We like to think that we are an inextricably networked bunch of people with a truly global mindset. With an obsession for service, we have an instant response mentality. Our internal benchmark for client responses is 30 seconds. But if we do not respond within 10 minutes, that service call is for free. And this is the kind of commitment that we give to our clients. Principles are sacred for us, not rules. So no one can use the term "it is the rule" or "it is company policy," which also means that everyone can question any rule or policy. Everyone has to be able to explain the reason behind rules and policies. Otherwise, they are not allowed to enforce them. In reality, this is extreme empowerment. You just need to understand the why, and you can do whatever you want. Meet some of our champions. And I picked a few from Malaysia and Philippines because we are here in Malaysia today, and I think there are quite a number of Filipinos in the audience. Meet some of our champions. Raj, who lives in Gasing Hills, is one of the most senior people in our organization. Due to a fall at a picnic some years ago, he now cannot move anything below his neck. He operates the PC purely by voice. He's our process manager as well as key account manager for our major accounts in Malaysia, including the Ministry of Education and Taylor's University. He also handles some of our regional accounts. And most people he actually deal with don't realize that he's quadriplegic. Nadia, who lives in Bagansarai in northern Perak, can only use one finger on one of her hands. She works in our operations team, looking after students and language coaches when our language sessions are going on. Jet from the Philippines is our top technician for screen reader training. He cannot use his deformed legs at all. Able to only move two fingers on his right hand, he operates the mouse. He cannot straighten the fingers on his left hand, so he types with his knuckles. He also does IT support for our multinational clients. Again, I don't think they realize that they are Jet's disposition. At the age of 5, Janilyn lost one of her legs when a bus ran over her in a small village in the Philippines. In 2013, she suffered from cancer and lost the other leg. She has been our assistant webmaster since the beginning of this year. Young Kevin, also from the Philippines, suffers from cerebral palsy. He can hardly speak, but he's our app developer. We have numerous other stories. You can find them on the CSR pages on our website. We have written testimonials and we have video testimonials. At this point, I would like to invite our Dr. Chen Siu Yin to share her experiences in working in our organization. Siu Yin finished a PhD in computer science at the University of Malaya earlier this year and has been working with us for less than 3 months. After this sharing by Siu Yin, I will take another 5 minutes to wrap up this session. Siu Yin? As a person with disability, if you arm yourself with communication skills, mostly English, and ICT skills, there are other options to employment. You have to consider that because there's not always a job available or available where you live. You could consider entrepreneurship. However, this will need capital and other resources which you might not have. You probably also have no work experience or business ideas. Don't despair. Today there is another option: online freelancing. Upwork, which is a merger of Odesk and Elance, is the largest by far. Fiverr is another interesting one for where everything is available for $5. There are about 145 platforms globally for online freelance staffing. There are a lot of things that are done there: design, programming, administration, marketing, etc. In 2013, the industry generated about $1.5 billion and has been growing at double digits. The target of growth to $5 billion by 2018 has been surpassed because Upwork is projected to hit $6 billion within 6 years. Well, I mentioned earlier that the two largest, Odesk and Elance, merged to form Upwork, and at that time they had more than 8 million freelancers in 180 countries. The highest individual earnings in 2013 for these two platforms, Elance, $60,000 a year, and Odesk, $172,000. There is this young fellow living somewhere in the Philippines who made $172,000 just working from his home. Think about that. In such an environment, qualifications are seldom mentioned. Buyers are guided by the number of stars. So, you perform a service, people buy it, and then they rate you. And future clients will look at you based on your star rating. So this is a platform which today is available to anybody, and I feel that a person with disability with the right communication skills and IT skills can start earning from this today even. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Both Siri and I are available here for Q&A if anybody has any questions.